Howdy. Give me a second to send out one thing. I want to be very blunt here. This stream, while it exists to spotlight a visual novel that is currently being kickstarted, this is not sponsored. There has been no money exchanged. I feel like that is important to note. The devs just reached out to me and were like, hey, the game we're developing is in the phase of, like, the last stretch of the Kickstarter. A demo's out, because they follow me on my voice acting account. Below the stream. And by that... Fuck, my brain is shutting down. Below the stream, and by extension... Whoop. By extension, the YouTube archive and Twitch VOD. That's the words I was looking for. There's either a link or a picture of the Kickstarter logo, which links to the game's page on itch.io, which then has a link to the Kickstarter if you like this. I've been told the demo's about 4 hours, give or take. That's not accounting for, like, having to voice act the scenes and just general fuckery. And I'm probably only gonna do one route. I'm gonna do whatever feels natural. I also don't know shit about this. It just looked cool. So let's fucking see. But before we actually hop in, 8 days ago, Tellier had followed me. Thank you, Tellier. Or it might be Talia. T-A-L-I-Y-E-H. Not sure. Can't wait for the Arrow stream. Whoo, boy, do I hope it's not an Arrow VN. 'Cause, whoo. Twitch is letting me stream it. Like, it has its own category and everything. So let's... No, that's the console. Wait. There we are. Starting the game up. Howdy, Rogue. Wait, did the stream shut down? Wait, are you being real or are you just fucking with me? Oh, thank God. So this is the game. One thing I noted. Preferences is the options, which I think is weird. What's sound? Oh, that's a page turning. Joked about Arrow fans. That's fair. That's fair. I do not know what's in this. I know it is meant for mature audiences. You have to click a little link every single time you get on the stream live and on the VOD. So that's already fair enough warning because I say some nasty shit often. But there's everything a good VN has. How's sound quality? Is the game too loud? Is the game quiet? Also, is my fan too loud? Because I need to keep that running, but I can at least point it away. Game sounds good. Don't hear the fan. Okay, because my mic is actually picking up the fan. I just don't know if I am louder than that. For family-unfriendly content. Okay, no fan, audio good. Alright, wanted to be sure before I actually got in. Also, the developer might be in on this stream. I'm not entirely sure. But let's just start. Also, if this asks me to do typing, I'm gonna have to put up my lap desk. Blood, dirt, and sweat coat my arms to the elbows. I can no longer tell where any of it came from. If I keep going with this, it'll eventually get... If I keep going with this, I'll eventually be caught. What the hell am I going to do? I'm actually going to up my gain just a little bit. Turner! The teacher rushes into the office, pushing the door with more force than necessary. I flinch in my seat and sit upright. After taking a step in, she stops. She finds me in the chair across from the empty desk. Oh, hey. You're in my class this year, aren't you? Hey, Miss Webb. This year's the first. She eyes me with suspicion. What are you doing in here? I was called in on the intercom earlier, so I'm not sure yet. Wait, hold on. Alright, sorry. I got a message on Discord. So we might also have a new friend in. I bet she's an art teacher. She's got every note of it. MILF apron, paint on apron. You right. Pen. I was called in on the intercom earlier, so I'm not sure yet. Okay, please keep waiting. She holds back annoyance, though not very well. As she exits, she closes the door more softly than she opened it. Visual Novel Village has followed. Thank you, Visual Novel Village. I'm gonna allow MILF apron. Howdy, VN Village. What's good? I look at the space around me. This is the first time I've been here. The administration offices are sectioned off from the classrooms, and this one dwarfs the others. By the way, Visual Novel Village, that's the developer. If this is good, and I hope it is, everything I've seen points to it being good, fucking round of applause. Unattended coffee, or maybe it's tea, sits on the desk. Steam coming from the cup wafts in the sunlight entering from the window. I take a breath while combing the office with my eyes. Actually, by the smell, it's definitely coffee. On the wall, there's a framed certificate labeled Masters of Business Administration. It was issued from a prestigious university about 6 years ago. Near the degree... Okay, I thought I was losing frames for a second. No, it's my fucking bitrate changing number. Near the degree are sets of frames arrayed with pinned butterflies. A wireframe model of a dodecahedron rests on the desk. Interrupting my fidgeting with this, and this time without a knock, a well-dressed man enters and greets me with a smile. Hi there, Lane. Thanks for being patient. I'm the assistant principal, Mr. Underwood. Hey, that's information that'll dox me, but... Oh. Anyways. I must not be in trouble, so I stand and extend my hand. Ugh. God, I should be used to VNs doing that shit by now. I am never. His smile curves stronger at the gesture, and he shakes my hand firmly. His grip is stronger than mine. He closes the door behind him, walks to his desk, and seats himself. Go ahead, sit. I heard that you were asking around about odd jobs you could do for the school. I return to the same chair across from his desk that I've been warming and lean forward. Yeah, sir. I was wondering if I could make extra money during the school year. I was thinking of saving up for college. Admirable. You're in your senior year, right? Why not get a summer? Why not get a summer job? I worked at the library downtown over the break. I was trying to figure out something more local. The bus schedule makes it tricky. The Kafka Library. Yes, a bit of a commute, nearly an hour each way. He drinks from his coffee and looks past me for a moment. I'm gonna do the same. Damn good coffee I made today. Well, I do have something. I've been introducing the idea to a few of the other seniors. What's your background? I straighten in my seat a bit. I've had this interview-like exchange a few times. I'm from here, so I grew up with a lot of the students. Not that I know them all well, but I'm not shy. My grades are important to me. I'm a hard worker, and I've had a lot of jobs. Probably more than the other students. Mr. Underwood seems receptive and maintains eye contact with me. I notice he's thumbing the side of his cup. His fingernail color's white from the pressure. Where else? I worked at the passing gas. The gas station? Yeah, I worked afternoon shifts on weekends for a while. I stocked shelves at the grocery too. Also, they sometimes need help at the water treatment plant and hire interns, so I've done work there on and off. You seem busy. All your work will pay off, and you should feel proud. I grit my teeth and hold back any response. After a couple seconds pass, I nod slightly. Mr. Underwood pats a small stack of papers on his desk. You have excellent grades, too. You're a strong candidate. However, something I cannot glean from your file is whether or not you'll be able to work with little instruction. What I need is a student to take the project and run with it, reporting in weekly. He pauses, waiting for a response. I'm nervous, not from the content of the conversation, from something else. My face may betray me, but I attempt a confident nod. I'd be happy to try. What do you need? I need someone with an entrepreneurial spirit to take the lead on forming a student union. It's in the experimental phase, and I am trying to convince the board it is valuable to both the students involved and the administration. Despite an upfront cost. That's the best I'm getting. As the president, you would put in a minimum amount of 10 hours in a week, report to me directly, and you would have a small budget. 10 hours will be no problem. You mean a group to represent all the students? As you might know, our school receives federal funding. Our facility is part of the public education system, so our local government is mandated to allocate money to us to help us maintain resources for our students. The amount we receive may fluctuate when officials change offices, policies, legislation, or the state takes up more or less than anticipated. Our school system tends to be placed below other priorities. What sort of initiatives, I guess, are more important than school? Depends on whom you ask. Insurance programs, infrastructure, subsidizing local businesses, law enforcement, assistance to struggling families. At mention of his last example, I catch myself looking at the worn tip of my sneaker and redirect my gaze to Mr. Underwood. He smiles. You're not going to find many here who disagree that education's important. Many moving pieces play a role in the decision-making, but I did not call you here to talk about that. Our administration receives a cut of the budget, and then craft our school budget from it. Year over year, the student population has been increasing, while our funding has been decreasing. Is that why there's no sign-up for track this year? That came out more accusatory than I intended. We're taking a hard look at all our extracurricular programs. Student representation is not the goal. Service to the school is. We need additional manpower, and this is a relatively cheap method. And it presents you with an opportunity to help the school. If you do well and recruit some of your hardworking friends, you will make a positive impact. I cannot make promises beyond guaranteeing your paycheck. I take a deep breath, collecting confidence to put forth my most important question. How much will I be paid? Minimum wage, same amount you receive from the library. He responds without hesitation. He was prepared. It's disappointing, but not more than I can realistically expect. Low-key, if the library is an hour away by bus both ways, instead of the school, which is one trip to school and one trip home, implying that this isn't a boarding school, I don't know the situation. I would take the job that pays the exact same but has less travel, frankly. Mr. Underwood downs the rest of his drink and glances at the clock on the wall, which I will also do, because I am also drinking coffee. And now we got the gallon of water. Are you interested? I hesitate, but only for a moment. I need this. I'm out of other options. Maybe I can reconnect with some old friends. I equip confidence and address Mr. Underwood. That's a phrasing I don't hear ever, if often. Not a bad thing, just interesting. Definitely. It seems complicated, but I can help with whatever you need. Are you sure? This isn't a small project, for me either. He glances at the wall behind me again. Yes, sir. What sort... Oop, cables. Oh, I shouldn't have rearranged my sitting. Yes, sir. What sort of work will I be doing? Underwood smiles. There you go. First, I believe that you can support some of our administrative functions. We need someone to man the library here, too, for example. We may also utilize your team for planning services. We have excess faculty rooms and spacious conference areas. I want to rent those for external events to earn revenue. Oh, like hosting workshops or conferences? I help the library with scheduling seminars. Yeah. I need to develop a formal list of your responsibilities and the responsibilities of the union as a whole, achieve board approval, and get some paperwork for you. What you need to do in the meantime is vital. Please recruit at least 4 other students by the end of the week. That'll determine to the board what we actually have interested